Melania Trump makes first official White House appearance. First Lady Melania Trump headed down to the nation's capital on Wednesday, where she joined her husband in welcoming Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his wife Sara to the White House. It marked the first official appearance Melania has made since her husband was sworn into office almost 1 month ago on January 20, with the 46-year-old mother choosing to stay in New York City with her son Barron rather than join President Trump in the White House. The First Lady stood alongside her husband outside the south portico of the White House to welcome the Netanyahus at noon. Melania greeted her guests with a kiss, and the group exchanged pleasantries while posing for some photos, before going inside for the President and Prime Minister's news conference. Once inside, Melania sat next to Ivanka, who attended the early afternoon event with her husband, Jared Kushner. The First Lady and her stepdaughter did not appear to socialize much at the event and barely spoke to one another, though Ivanka did arrive for the news conference just before it got underway. And Ivanka and her husband were left behind after the conference as Sara and Melania spent the afternoon together at the African American History. Melania's smiling appearance at the White House on Wednesday came on the same day a story emerged claiming she was secretly miserable in her new role as First Lady, and had spent the past month rarely leaving her apartment in Trump Tower. US Weekly spoke with multiple sources close to Melania, who shared details about her life over the past month, and how she is reacting to the big changes in her world. This life wasn't her dream. It was Donald's, said her friend, stylist Philip Block. Truthfully, it's a lot to cope with. And another source claims that she does not want to leave her apartment for anything or anyone, choosing to have the Secret Service take Barron to school and pick him up at the end of the day. That, however, could have more to do with the outcry it would cause in New York City, if she did decide to make that trip, as it would require a full motorcade, and cause road closures all the way from Trump Tower in Midtown to Barron's school across town. Multiple sources also shoot down claims that she is unhappy, and say she is embracing the role and responsibilities of First Lady. Melania looked picture perfect, wearing an impeccably tailored white cashmere pencil skirt and jacket designed by Karl Lagerfeld, for her appearance on Wednesday. The outfit was a couture creation from the creative director of both Chanel and Fendi. She paired the skirt and jacket with a pair of nude heels for the occasion. Melania wore her recently lightened hair in beachy waves, and no jewelry other than the 25-carat diamond ring her husband gave her on their 10th wedding anniversary. It was another stylish choice for the First Lady, who received raves during inauguration weekend for the pale blue Ralph Lauren number she wore to her husband's swearing-in ceremony. She then wore a dress for the inaugural balls that night, which she helped design with former Carolina Herrera employee Hervé Pierre. Many had expected her to wear Karl Lagerfeld for that event after rumors began to emerge that he had been meeting with Melania in the weeks before the ceremony. That did not end up being the case in the end, but it is clear now that the iconic designer was working with the First Lady. This could seem to suggest that her skirt and jacket ensemble on Wednesday may have been one of the choices she was considering for her husband's swearing-in ceremony.